We are talking about sustainability on campuses, so everything is going to relate to either education or implementation, innovation, engagement, etc. So this is on a review on integrated information system and sustainability implementation framework in higher education. So you think sustainability implementation framework is important for practical purposes, but how to actually include it in higher education is as important as well. Higher education institutions hold an essential societal position as a micro model for the larger community of cities, countries, and the world in demonstrating a commitment to, contribution for, and transformational example of sustainability. They are the mesocosms of the world itself. HEIs have a significant prospect for enabling change towards a sustainable future and development. An extensive number of studies present sustainability ideation and implementation in higher education institutions with a large variety of approaches along with an emphasis on the main factors affecting its implementation. In addition, other studies report on different strategies used for aligning information systems with sustainability. This present study is a review aiming at investigating the existing gaps and identifying opportunities for future research towards developing an effective and integrated IS framework to information system framework to enhance and support sustainability implementation in HEIs. Findings reveal that there is a necessity for further investigation on the linkages between all phases of implementing sustainability in HEIs through integrating sustainability and information system frameworks while considering all main factors that influence this shift. Okay, so again, you can see that IS is used here without actually explicitly defining it, so you have to just think it has to be information system. Such practices are usually not allowed in publications, but obviously the editors let it slip through. So this one doesn't have any quantitative information, lots of ideas, theoretical, and they're important, so you should definitely go back and read them, but I didn't find a way to saliently take a few paragraphs. It's too discursive as a whole, so I'll just jump to conclusions. Even if the sustainability is one of the most essential issues affecting society worldwide, awareness about it and a sense of worthiness of its significance is still confined to higher educational institutions. However, the implementation of sustainable development at HEIs faces many challenges. For instance, complexity of sustainability is on one hand of the most important problems that has largely been underestimated. Implementation of sustainability, on the other hand, is a challenge that needs multidisciplinary skills, information, politics, and collaboration between all levels of HEIs. It's basically saying even in the real world, sustainability as a whole has not caught on the fancy of the governments, people, businesses, societies, communities. The significance is not realized, and you think you will use higher education institutions as examples of how to implement them and show the impact, but then the same problems exist in the HEIs themselves. So there is ways to learn, innovate, implement, succeed, and then transfer the lessons. This study presents a review of the current literature on sustainability implementation in higher education to provide an overall summary and guidance on the topic and uncovering the gaps in the literature. Findings of the literature review reveal that many researchers proposed various concepts for a sustainability implementation framework in HEIs based on each of organizational point of view. In addition, it's clear that each study considered different variables in their proposed frameworks. For this reason, considering generic standards for that could assist in developing sustainability frameworks, it would be useful to be integrated with other components such as the various influencing factors and information system strategies to coordinate the sustainability transformation procedures in a successful way. Other studies separately proposed assessment systems to facilitate management of applying sustainability practices in higher education, such as SERP. These systems need standardized guidelines to be aligned with strategies of higher education institutions. So again, I forgot what SERP was. Too many acronyms, hard to remember when you read such a big book and create. Okay, that is Sustainable Enterprise Resource Planning. ERP are software's enterprise resource planning, SAP and JD Edwards, they are called ERP softwares. So here you're applying that to sustainable enterprise resource planning. Sorry about forgetting that. This study also aimed at highlighting the knowledge gap in the linkage between all components that are essential in implementing sustainability in HEIs. It's identified that there is a need for further studies to develop a generic formulation to apply sustainability framework with the underlined information system. They're defining IS at the end. Silly. So with the underlined information system strategy as one of the important components and core facilitators of this implementation. In addition, for a better implementation with an accuracy and accessibility of sustainability data and information, higher education needs to take into account the assessment systems. As we said before, monitoring and evaluation is very critical when you claim sustainability, because you have to show that quantitatively you are heading towards sustainability, or you in fact have reached sustainability and that you are sustaining it. Okay, as this study focuses, I hate this, as this study focuses more on grab the attention. Wow, that's a really horrendously bad sentence. How did I miss that before? As this study focuses more on grab the attention to this issue, further applied research through real-life surveys and interviews needs to be conducted. Surveys and interviews need to be conducted for suitable solutions. Horrendously bad editing there. As this study focuses more on grabbing the attention to this issue, further applied research through real-life surveys and interviews need to be conducted for suitable solutions. In addition, due to different in geographical, due to differences in geographical areas and cultures, any proposed frameworks, guidelines, and assessment systems should be empirically validated and tested at national and international levels. So, ignoring all the bad English, you can read the chapter to see if there are some useful pointers there. But at least you know that these are location-specific issues. Sustainability will have many guiding principles that should be applicable in all sectors and all action situations, such as academia, campuses, communities, towns, subnational, national levels, because sustainability at each level has to add up to global sustainability, right? It's not like mitigation, that you are mitigating greenhouse gases for the whole globe, and that's how mitigation is easily managed at global scales. But sustainability and adaptation are very local issues, and they have always location-specific issues. So establishing sustainability in a developing world versus a developed world, in a hot place versus a cold place, in a dry place versus a wet place, all will have very different specific issues to deal with. So hopefully we'll learn more as we go along. Okay, so maybe this chapter could have been skipped, but I don't know that till I actually try to teach it. Okay, the best way is to read, learn, and then try to teach it, and then you'll say, maybe when I design a course for the classroom, I'll have to be more careful. Because remember, such a long book, if I use it for an in-class course, I will have to condense it and fit it into the semester. I cannot just record everything as I can do on the YouTube, right? So you can skip the chapters that you think are boring. So I'll leave it up to you. Okay.